Goodbye, scrappy friends. I have another spring layout for you today. I participated in the Hop into Spring with Tuesday and a whole bunch of other ladies. Unfortunately, I got this up a little bit late, so you have to apologize with me. But definitely head over to Tuesday's store, Cheeky Studio. She has a ton of amazing fun stuff in her store, and she designs them, and like she's awesome. So yeah. So I wanted to do a layout that was obviously inspired by spring. So I'm sorry that you didn't get to see this beginning part because I sewed it, and I think I just didn't film that part, which makes sense because I don't really have a good camera angle to show how I did that. But I just took layers of paper and then I zigzagged on there, and then I sewed down at the bottom. So I'm using a lot of different papers, and a lot of this is stash. So I don't really have a whole lot of new stuff, and that's okay. I really want to get through using this. But so I'm just taking bits and pieces and layering them and trying to make them fun. I really wanted to use a ton of greens because there is a lot of green in this photo. It's a photo of both of my dogs chilling outside with the sun. Now, I did add a little bit of a filter over top of that photo when I edited it, and I added a little bit extra sun. So if it looks like the sun is really flaring, it's because I added that. I mean, there was a sun line, but I made it more pronounced because I wanted it to really show that sunshine. So that's the one fun part about when you edit your photos. You can do little things, and it doesn't have to be like really bright and like blowout, but you can make a little bit more of an ordinary picture look even more fun. So I'm using some old pieces that I cut out with my silhouette a while ago, and I have them laying around. I don't like to throw away that stuff. I don't know about you guys, but I don't like to throw it away. And so when I use some of them, so I keep them around, and of course they sit around in my stash, and then hopefully I find a way to use them, like today. So I glued those in underneath, and I'm actually gonna grab some some thread in a minute, some mint green thread that I had laying around. I don't have a whole lot of that kind of stuff, and I haven't done that kind of thing in a while. So I thought it would be kind of fun to just add a little bit more texture. I mean, since I already sewed on my layout anyway. But yeah, so this picture is my dogs. They're kind of playing, sitting around outside. It was really sunny a couple of weeks ago and really nice and warm. And so my dogs were super happy. They love it when it gets really nice out. One, we spend more time outside and they really love it when we go outside with them. So I decided to add some stuff up at the top. I do this, it just looks fun. And then I found a couple of stickers from the Wild collection, and then I'm going to staple it with mini staples just to kind of give it a little bit more of something else. And so now I'm going to add some mixed media. I should have done this before. I should have thought about this, especially since I'm using white on my background, but of course I didn't think about that. And so I took out my Prima watercolors. These are, gosh, I don't remember which collection set it is. But these ones are really fun. They're pretty basic colors, but there's a lot of green. And so I'm kind of mixing the greens around a little bit and getting a few different colors. Some dark and some really bright ones. I could have used my shimmer stuff because I have a lot of different color greens and shimmers too, but I wanted to use something a little bit different. And I didn't do anything to the background, obviously, so it's just going to soak right in and just be kind of splattery, and that's okay. I don't mind that. And then I realized, oh, I should have did something mixed media-y behind. So in a minute, you're going to see me kind of lift things up. And I'm not going to show this whole thing because my head was kind of in the way, but I'm going to use that stencil with some putting on the glitz. And and then I heat gunned it really quick so that it would dry before I let my photo lay on top of it. And so there we go. We have some leaf-like things that kind of go with, and then I cleaned off my stencil. You always want to make sure you clean off your stencil Otherwise, you'll get really grody media on it, and you don't want that sticking on there. So I'm almost done. I'm going to work on this title. I picked a green font. I think this is like an Amy Tangerine font, if I'm not mistaken. It's quite old. I don't know about you guys, but I don't use up all my thickers the way I used to. I must not be doing as many big titles. I should make that more of a thing, right? To just use them up. But I put springtime means ball time, and I use these little tiny alphas. They're green. They're going to kind of mix in, but yeah. So, and then later on, I'm going to do the journaling on after I've taken pictures. So you guys will see all the close-ups. Don't forget to head over to Tuesday store or her Facebook group. I'll make sure I add links, and I'll add links to all the other ladies who joined in on the hop, so you can kind of follow along and look at all their spring layouts. I'm sure there was a ton of ladies who joined in, so there'll be tons of fun spring inspiration for you guys. I hope you guys have a great week, and I hope you guys have a scrappy week. Bye.